The NFL's 2025 season opener is unlike anything we've ever seen. Forget what you know about football games, because this one isn't just about touchdowns or rivalries. It's about rewriting history on the global stage. For the very first time, the league is bringing its energy to São Paulo, Brazil, with the Kansas City Chiefs takes the NFL's first international opener of the season, and the first time an NFL game is being streamed exclusively on YouTube. And in the middle of it all, at the center of the spotlight, is a voice that has already conquered continents, one of the most powerful names in Latin music. A performer who went from recording songs in Colombia to shaking stadiums worldwide, Karol G. The question is, how did Karol G get here? Why was she chosen for this historic halftime performance? And what does this moment mean for the NFL, for Latin culture, and for music fans? Everywhere. When the Chiefs and Chargers take the field in São Paulo, they're not just battling for an early season win. They're part of a global showcase designed to push American football into new territory. Brazil has been on the NFL's radar for years. It's a country with a massive sports culture. Football or football runs through every neighborhood, every street. But American football? That's a growing fascination. The league wants to capture it, and this game is their boldest move yet. Staging this match in São Paulo isn't just about expanding a fan base, it's about making the NFL feel global. And what better way to stamp that message than pairing the game with one of Latin America's biggest musical icons? To mark the occasion, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell and Chiefs owner Clark Hunt were even spotted serving beers to fans in Brazil, blending in with the celebration. But the real cultural fireworks will explode at halftime when Karol G takes over the stage. Who is Karol G, really? Behind the fame, the platinum records, and the massive stadium crowds, Karol G is Carolina Geraldo Navarro, a woman who carved her path through sheer determination. Born in Medellín, Colombia, she grew up surrounded by music but faced an uphill battle from the start. At 14, she competed on the Colombian version of the X Factor. She didn't win, but what she gained was even more important: the certainty that this was her path. In the years that followed, she refused to quit. While many artists burn out after a single setback, Karol G doubled down. She posted YouTube covers, hoping someone, anyone, would notice. She studied music at the University of Antioquia while recording independently. From 2007 to 2016, she hustled relentlessly, often overlooked in an industry dominated by men and dismissive of women in reggaeton. And yet, those very struggles shaped the star she would become. Her persistence paid off in 2017 with Ahora Me Llama, her collaboration with Puerto Rican superstar Bad Bunny. The song didn't just succeed, it exploded. Overnight, Karol G wasn't just a local artist anymore. She was an international name. That moment was more than a hit single. It was proof. Proof that the years of rejection hadn't been wasted. Proof that her sound had a place on the world stage. And once the door cracked open, Karol G burst through it. From there, she was unstoppable. Culpables, 2018, showed her chemistry with annual AA. Mi Cama, 2018, became a party anthem across Latin America. Tusa, 2019, her collaboration with Nicki Minaj broke language barriers and became her most viewed YouTube video. Over 1.5 billion views and counting. Bichota, 2021, turned into an anthem of empowerment. Mami, 2022, with Becky G dominated charts. Provenza, 2022, gave her one of her most celebrated solo hits. TQG 2023 with Shakira turned into a cultural phenomenon. Watiti, 2023, landed on the Barbie movie soundtrack, bridging reggaeton with Hollywood pop culture. Mi Ex Tenía Razón, 2023, once again topped streaming charts. And in 2025, her album Tropicoqueta solidified her status, achieving the biggest streaming debut for a Latin female artist this year. It was her fourth straight number, one on Billboard's Top Latin Albums chart, and her third top 3 entry on the Billboard 200. Each song isn't just music, it's a marker of how far she's come. Let's talk numbers, because in Karol G's case, they're staggering. 1 Grammy Award, 6 Latin Grammys, 5 Billboard Music Awards, 30 plus billion YouTube views, over 40 million subscribers on YouTube. 8 videos crossed the 1 billion view milestone. These aren't just achievements, they're signals of global dominance. When YouTube and the NFL needed a face for their first ever joint broadcast, Karol G wasn't just a good choice. She was the obvious one. Part of Karol G's success comes from refusing to fit neatly into one box. She's reggaeton at her roots, but she's also Latin pop, cumbia, funk, salsa, even a little bit of electronic. She moves effortlessly across genres, creating music that feels universal without losing its cultural identity. That's why fans from Colombia to California to Spain to Brazil connect with her. She's not just exporting music, she's exporting culture. Bringing Karol G front and center in Brazil signals something bigger. Latin music isn't just participating anymore, it's leading. She knows the weight of the moment. In her own words, "I've watched many NFL halftime shows over the years, and now having this opportunity to bring my music to this global stage means the world to me. I can't wait to celebrate with everyone in São Paulo and fans all around the world." This isn't just halftime entertainment, it's representation, pride, and history rolled into one. The NFL doubled down on the cultural fusion by also choosing Ana Castela, a rising Brazilian star, to perform Brazil's national anthem, and U.S. jazz musician Kamasi Washington for the American anthem. 2 voices, 2 cultures, setting the stage before Karol G takes over the global spotlight. Together, it feels less like a football game and more like a world festival. Others whisper about Bad Bunny, who helped spark her career. Even Nicki Minaj's name floats around, given the timeless success of Tusa. Nothing has been confirmed, but speculation drives excitement, and online chatter shows fans are bracing for something massive. Some fans are even daring to say it, that Karol G's halftime show could rival, or even outshine, the Super Bowl halftime. Bold? Yes. Impossible? Not at all. Beyond. Being represented in one of the most watched sports events in the world. And for Karol G personally, it's validation. A reminder that the girl who once posted covers on YouTube, hoping for recognition, now headlines YouTube's biggest NFL broadcast ever. The 2025 NFL opener is already historic. Chiefs versus Chargers in Brazil, the first full YouTube broadcast. But when Karol G takes the stage, history turns into culture. Her performance will be a symbol of perseverance, representation, and pride. A declaration that Latin music isn't just global, it's unstoppable. From Medellín's X Factor to the NFL's Brazil halftime, Karol G's story shows what happens when talent, persistence, and culture collide on the world stage. And if this is how the NFL starts 2025, with Brazil, with YouTube, with Karol G, then one thing is clear: the game, the music, and the culture will never be the same again.